Good day children, Sai Ram, and welcome back to the third lecture of Geography lesson number 2, Endogenetic Movement. In the previous lecture, we have learnt about the sudden movement earthquake. Okay, now in this lecture, we are going to learn about the sudden movement volcano. Now, what is a volcano actually? In your 8th standard, you will have learned about the mantle. Okay, there is an upper mantle and there is a lower mantle. Now, in the upper mantle, we know that there are magma chambers. Okay, so lava comes out from this magma chambers out on the earth's surface. Okay, so that is only called as a volcano. So let's learn about this volcano in detail. What is volcano? Hot, solid, liquid and gaseous materials are thrown out from the mantle of the earth onto the surface of the earth is called volcanic eruption. So children, you must have seen a volcano being erupted. Although you have not seen it personally, but at least in some videos you must have seen how the volcano is erupted. When a volcano is erupted, what comes out of the volcano? Hot, solid, liquid and gaseous materials are coming out from the mantle of the earth onto the surface of the earth. Now, what comes out during the volcano? Ash, water vapor, various types of poisonous and inflammable gases, hot molten magma, all this comes out on the surface of the earth and that is called as lava. Okay, all these things come out in the form of lava. Okay, so what comes out of the earth's surface when a volcano takes place? Ash, water vapor, various types of poisonous and inflammable gases, hot molten magma. Okay, so all these things come out in the form of lava. Okay, now let's move on. There are two types of volcanoes. Here we are going to learn about types of volcanoes. That is, first one is central type or conical volcano. The name itself tells you what type of volcano it can be. It is central type or conical in shape. Okay, like a triangle. When the molten magma comes out through a pipe-like vent. Okay, when the molten magma which is coming out, it comes out through a pipe-like vent. Okay, as if a sprinkler. Okay, that way it comes out through a pipe-like vent and the lava spreads around the vent. Okay, when it is coming out, it is spreading around the vent, and just because of this spreading, what happens? Cone-shaped mountains are formed. Okay, because of the spreading of the lava at the mouth of the vent, the cone-shaped mountains get formed over here, and which gets the shape of conical shape over it. That is called as conical volcanic mountains. Okay. Examples of such type of mountains are Mount Fujiyama in Japan. Okay. It is a example of central type or conical volcano. Then Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. These are the two examples of central type or conical volcanoes. Okay. Now, the next type of volcano, that is fissure type. When the magma does not come out through a pipe-like vent, but it comes out through many cracks or fissures. When there are many cracks in the ground, and from that when the magma starts coming out, that is called as a fissure type of volcanoes. Now when the lava is coming out, the magma is coming out from the fissures, what happens? It gets collected around the sides of the fissure. Okay, forming a volcanic plateau over there. Okay, the molten material coming out with the eruption spreads on both the sides of the fissure. As a result, volcanic plateaus are formed over there. Okay, the best example over here in India itself is the Deccan Plateau. The Deccan Plateau of India is formed due to such type of volcanic eruption. That is fissure type of volcanic eruption. So these were the two types of volcanoes. Which were they? First one was conical volcano and this is fissure volcano. Now, here are the plates. You can see these plates over here. Why I am showing you this map again? Previously also in the previous lecture also I had shown you this map. This map is showing you the plates, earthquakes and the volcanoes taking place. You can see this black color lines over here. These black color lines are the boundaries of the plates. Okay, there are 7 major plates we have learned in the previous part. So these are the boundaries. Let's have an explanation about these boundaries. Now, plate boundaries are directly related to areas of earthquakes and volcanoes. Okay, so wherever these boundaries are there between two plates, there only mainly earthquakes and volcanoes take place. These places only the volcanoes or the earthquakes are erupting. Volcanoes are located on the plate boundaries and earthquake zones are also seen on the border area, both. Okay, when there is a loss of material, when a volcano is erupting or when an earthquake is taking place, there is a loss of material. Many of the things go inside the earth's crust. Okay, due to subdues. Okay, in such a case what happens? Such boundaries are called as plate consuming boundaries. Here the plates are taking something inside, so it is called as plate consuming boundaries. Okay, at times what happens when the earthquake and a volcano is taking place in some areas, new material comes out to the crust. Okay, that means the plates are giving out something. So that is called as plate creating boundaries. So all have understood the difference between a plate consuming boundary and a plate creating boundaries. So only I showed you that world map. Okay, let's continue. Effects of the volcanoes. The effects of the volcanoes are somewhat same to the effects of the earthquake. As when the earthquake takes place, there is loss of life and property. Same way when a volcano is taking place, there is a loss of life and property. Sometimes tsunamis also take place because of the volcanic eruptions occurring below the ocean floors. When an earthquake takes place, that time also tsunami takes place. When a volcanic eruption takes place, that time also tsunami can take place. And you all must be knowing, tsunami is so very disastrous. When a volcano is erupted, along with other things, even dust, smoke, ash, gases, water vapor, these are the other things also which come out and which remains in the atmosphere for a long time. After the volcano is erupted, for a long time these are the things which remain in the atmosphere, which causes pollution. Okay, this may create imbalance in the environment. Next, land may become fertile due to volcanic ash. Okay, as we have learned that ash also comes out when a volcano takes place. So this is a good thing, correct? Land becomes fertile. Next, many minerals are found near the earth's surface because of lava. When the lava is coming out, that time it is bringing along with it many minerals also. In the liquid form it comes out, so the minerals also come along with it. Now, at times new land is formed due to volcanic eruption. Sometimes what happens? A new land is formed. Sometimes what happens? An island gets disappeared. Can you tell me whatever just now I told you? Do you remember what I have told in the previous part about the plate consuming and the plate creating? So when the new land is formed, that means it is plate creating. And when the island disappears, that means it is plate consuming. Lakes are also formed. At times what happens? When a volcano has erupted and the crater has become quiet now. That means that time what happens? Craters of the dead volcanoes are there. Their depression is formed. Okay, and because of the depression what happens? Rainwater gets collected in it. And this rainwater is like that rainwater acts as a lake water. So a lake is formed over there. So these were the effects of volcanoes. Here you can see in this picture, there is the Andaman and Nicobar Island. Okay, Andaman and Nicobar Island. Where Andaman and Nicobar Island is? Andaman and Nicobar Island is located to the southeast of the Indian mainland. Okay, here only we have one island called as Barren Island. Now this Barren Island, here it is the only active volcano in India. Okay, this volcano was dormant for a long time. Okay, what is meaning of dormant over here? Not active. Okay, it was not at all erupting for a long time. But in February 2017, again this Barren Island volcano erupted. Okay, and along with the other things, dust, smoke and mud also came out of the eruption. Okay, so this is the Barren Island. Now let's talk about some facts. Nice facts about the volcano. According to the periodicity of the volcanic eruption, 3 types of volcanoes can be identified depending upon the eruption. First one, if the volcanic eruptions are regular even in the present times. Okay, even in the present times, if the volcano is taking place again and again, such type of volcanoes are called as active volcanoes. Okay, for example, you can see the Mount Fujiyama in Japan, Mount Stromboli in Mediterranean Sea. Okay, these are the 2 active volcanoes areas. Okay, or mountains. Next one, when a volcano has not erupted since long. Okay, just now we have seen about the Barren Island. When a volcano has not erupted since long but may become active suddenly. Okay, it is called as dormant volcano. So only Barren Island volcano is called as dormant volcano. Example, Mount Vesuvius in Italy, Mount Katmai in Alaska, Barren Island in India. Okay, so these are the dormant volcanoes. Next, those volcanoes which have not erupted in the past since long and are not likely to erupt in the future. Such type of volcanoes are called as extinct volcanoes. Okay, those volcanoes which are not going to erupt only. There is no chance of erupting now. Such volcanoes are called as extinct volcanoes. For example, Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. Okay, so these are the 3 types of volcanoes depending upon their eruptions. You can see over here the layer of lava deposition due to volcanic eruption. So children, I hope you all have understood the lesson. Answer some of my questions over here. On which of the following are slow movements in the Earth's interior dependent? On the landforms, velocity or direction? Correct. It is velocity. Right. Okay. When waves divert from each other, what do they create? Do they create compression? Do they create tension? Or do they create mountain? Correct. They create a tension. Right. For the formation of a rift valley, if a rift valley has to be formed, which of the following processes should occur in the Earth's crust? Compression, tension or weathering? Yes, it is tension. Which of these is a fold mountain? The Satpuras, the Himalayas or the Western Ghats? Which is a fold mountain? The Himalayas, as we have already learnt about it. The formation of extensive plateaus is a result of which type of movement? Mountain building, continent building or horizontal? Plateaus. I had told about the plateaus. It is the continent building. Correct. Okay. Yes. So children, that's all about this lesson. I hope you all have understood the lesson very nicely. We'll meet in the next lesson. Thank you.